quickly I will explain. If you can hear me, put a thumbs up so that I know that you are clear, otherwise I'll have to change the audio. Now, Pythagoras theorem, let's quickly understand. It is based on a triangle which is right angle triangle, and this I am recording so that you can watch it later on also. Is it clear? I think so. What you have to do is you have to take a right angle triangle. You can hear clearly? So in a right angle triangle, let's quickly do it. This is a 90-degree, and the side which is opposite to 90-degree, this is called the hypotenuse. So even if you know it, let's quickly revise and we will do the questions. So the side which is opposite to 90-degree is called the hypotenuse, and this hypotenuse is, I am calling it as h. So h means the hypotenuse, b is the base, and p is the perpendicular. So you just listen, see, and later on you can revise it, the questions. And p is the perpendicular. Okay, so in a right angle triangle, there are three things which are involved in the Pythagoras theorem, and the Pythagoras theorem says that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to square of p and square of b added. You have to add p and b. P square plus b square is the, and the values of p and b will be given to you. Okay, so this is the formula. I think you all understood this in class. Now if you are having book with you, I will do one by one. Question number 1, if a square, keep the book with you, exercise 2.1. so I am doing exercise 2.1, question number 1. I will explain it one time. You can replay the video and understand later on. If a square has a side of length 3, so if there is a square and its side is 3 centimeter, what is the length of its diagonal? So a square has side 3. So since this is a square, its all the sides will be 3. Okay, and you have to find its diagonal. So this diagonal is to be found. What is the length of the diagonal? So I am writing the diagonal, I have written as D, and D is also the hypotenuse. Just like this figure, the line which is made horizontally in a slant, that is called the hypotenuse. So in this, because it is a square, this angle is 90-degree. So this is also having side opposite to 90-degree is the hypotenuse. That means you have to find hypotenuse, which is called the diagonal. What is the length of diagonal? So you will write it like this using Pythagoras theorem. You will write h square is equal to p square plus b square. You have to write the Pythagoras theorem. Whenever you use it, you should write the Pythagoras theorem whichever you are using. And h means hypotenuse, which is d. So I can write d square is equal to p square plus b square. The perpendicular is the vertical part, which is p. B is the base. So in this figure also, the perpendicular is 3 and the base is 3. So I will write 3 square is the p and 3 square is the base. This is perpendicular, this is base. So 3 is, p is 3 and base is also 3 centimeter. Therefore, the Pythagoras theorem is applicable here. This perpendicular, this is base, and this is hypotenuse. So h square is equal to p square plus b square. H is d, which is diagonal. I have written short form of diagonal as d, which is the hypotenuse. So d square is equal to 3 square plus 3 square, which becomes 9 plus 9, which is d square. Therefore d is equal to d square is equal to 18, and d means diagonal. So in the end I will write diagonal is equal to, remove the square, what will it become? Under root of 18. This is your answer. So the diagonal is calculated by doing square root of 18. You don't have to simplify, you just write under root of 18. So question 1 says, what is the length of the diagonal? Now there are questions like question number 1. It says, what is the length of the square which is formed on the diagonal? In the same figure, it says that there is a square. So the triangle is given this. The triangle is given like this, where this is written 3. See, the figure has got 3 here, 3 here, and they are saying that in this figure there is another square which is made on this side. So there is a square which is made here. If you see, this question is this type of questions are in the figure. So first what did we do? We found 3 and 3 as the particular and base, then we found the diagonal. Now d is coming how much? Under root of 18. Diagonal came under root of 18. Now I have drawn the figure again, and in this figure this is under root of 18. Got it? So since the diagonal is under root of 18, the question says, what is the area of this square? So find, this is a square. What is the area of this square? So since this is a square, its all sides will be, what is the side of the square? It will be under root of 18. Okay, so because they are saying that there is a triangle and on the diagonal you are making a square. So what is the area of this square? So its side is under root 18. Therefore this side is also under root of 18, and all the sides are under root 18. So I think all of you know why are all the sides equal, because a square has all sides equal. The question says, now find the area of this square. So what is the area of this square? So area of square is equal to side square. Okay, so there is a mixture combination of Pythagoras theorem and mensuration or finding area. So you have found the side. Area of the square will be side square. The side we have got under root 18. So what will be side square? Under root of 18 square. Got it? Area of the square is equal to side square, and the side is under root 18. Therefore under root 18 square will be how much? Type the answer. What is the area now? If the side is under root 18, what will be under root 18 square? So area will come in, because the length is given in centimeter, so your answer will come in centimeter square. Don't know? It will be under root of 18 into under root of 18. You will multiply them. And I have told you simple rule in class that whenever you multiply a square root with the same square root, answer is the same number. Under root 18 into under root 18 is 18. So answer is 18 centimeter square. So you have got the answer. Got it? So area of the square is 18 centimeter square. So you can see this explanation again, how it came. And the similar question is there. Yes, question number 4. Now just side by side, you can see question number 4. It is saying that there is a square. Question number 4. A square has an area of 25. What will be the area of the square on its diagonal? So this is same, but it is slightly different. Okay, so let's see. Question number 1 we have done. Question number 2. Can you use this method, Pythagoras theorem, can you use to make a square with 3 times the area of the original square? So this is now question number 2. Can you use this method? Means can you use the Pythagoras theorem to make a square with 3 times the area of the original square? So suppose there is a square. If there is a square with side x, if there is a square whose side is x, what will be its area? Same formula. What will be area of this now? If the side is x, what will be the area? Side square. Side square means x square. I am using the formula which I have written here. Okay. So area of the square is side square. Therefore area in question number 2, because it says can you use this method to create a square with 3 times the area. So first we are finding that suppose there is a square whose side is x. Then what will be its area? Its area will be x square. Can you use this method to create a square with 3 times the area of the original? So now we have to find what will be 3 times the area. 3 times the area. What will be area? 3 times. It will become 3 times means 3 into x square. It will be 3x square. This is 3 times the area. Why or why not? Can you use this method to make a square with 3 times? So if there is a square and you have to make 3 times, is it possible or not? Now let's see. If there is a square whose side is, I have written x. So let's see if the side is x. Now what will be its area? Its area will become x square. Now if I use this method, means Pythagoras theorem, can I use Pythagoras theorem to make the area of a square whose area is 3 times? So first, what will be area of this square? Side square. Area of the square is side square, which is x square. But according to Pythagoras theorem, if there is a square whose side is x, then can we use Pythagoras theorem? It will give you diagonal, isn't it? Now if I make this square 3 times, so then everything should become 3 times. So question says, is it possible or it is not possible? Now check that is the area 3 times or it is not 3 times. So you will see that the area of the square, which is x square, area of the square with side x. But if I make it 3 times, then it will give me 3x square, which cannot be done in this. I can make the areas 3 times, but I will not be able to use the Pythagoras theorem. Reason is, in Pythagoras theorem, we are only doing square of a number. You can't do square of 3. You can't do square root of 3. Okay, so area will become x square, but if I will do it 3x square, I will not get 3x square in 3 times the area. Okay, so that is not possible, because in Pythagoras theorem we cannot do square root of the 3. It is only square of even numbers. So question 2 is just to tell you. Now question 3 is question number 3. you have to draw, means there is a square. They have given that there is a square. So there is a square whose measurement is given, and you have to make a square. Draw a square with side 4. You have to draw it. But draw means actually you have to find. Question number 3. So you can see these explanations later on. Question number 3. Draw a square with side 4. So you don't have to draw, you just tell the answer. Suppose there is a square whose side is 4, then all the sides will be 4. Now using Pythagoras theorem, construct a square with double its area. So since this is the square given, what will be its area? So area of this square will be, what will be the area of this square? Will be side square. And what is the side of this square? What is the side of this square? 4. It is given that its side is 4 centimeter. So now if I am finding area, what will it become? 4 square, 16 centimeter square. This is the area. Yes. So the side is 4. So area of this square will be 4 square, which is 16. Now question 3 says, using Pythagoras theorem, construct a square with double its area. Using Pythagoras theorem, construct a square, double its area. So what will be double of the area? Let's do double of the area. Double of the area will be 2 into 16. Double of this area, it will be 32 centimeter square. Now the question says, draw a square. Now construct a square with double its area. How will you construct a square whose area is 32? I have done double. Double of 16 is 32. Now I have to make a square whose area is, so now the area of the new square is 32. Yes, good evening. The area of the square is 32. Area of this square is 32. What will be side of this square? The question says that there is a square whose side is 4. What will be area of this square? 4 square. 4 square means 16. Now the question says do double of the area. So I have done double of the area. Double means 2 into 16. Answer is 32. Now what is the area of this square, which we have found is 32 centimeter square. Now what is the side of this? So I will use area of square formula, which is area of square is equal to side square. No, not 8. Area of the square, it is not 8. Area of the square is side square formula. Now put the value. Area of the square is given 32. So here I am writing 32. Now what is the side of this square? If side square is 32, side will be? Yes, under root of 32. The question says, construct a square with double its area. So we have done double. You have to construct. I have found the side. So the question you have to construct, but you don't have to construct it. Just calculate. Double the area is 32 and you can find side, because this thing you will use in question number 4. Yes, see. Now the same concept is there in question number 4. You can see the explanation again. Same explanation I am doing in question number 4. So question number 4 is, all of you see, keep the book with you. Question number 4. It says a square has an area of 25. So area of square is equal to 25 centimeter square. Okay, area of square is given 25. So what will be the side? Using same method. If area of square is 32, then what is the side? Same thing you will do here. Tell the answer. What will be side of this square? So area of the square is equal to area is equal to side square. Therefore 25 is the side area. Side I will find. So what is the side coming? Side is equal to under root of 25. Got it? Same thing. Area of square is 32. So 32 is equal to side square. Therefore side is equal to under root of 32. You have to just do under root. But this is not a perfect square. This is a perfect square. What is the side? Side comes 5 centimeter. The side is 5. Now question says, what will be the area of square made on this diagonal? So this square I am making. There is a square. This square is given, whose area is 25. What did we find? Side is 5. So if side is 5, I am writing 5 here. I will write 5 here. So the side is 5. Okay. So how do we know that the side is 5? I have just found. You have to calculate it. Now this side, you have to find diagonal. So how will you find this diagonal? Using Pythagoras theorem. So what is it? This is what? H. So I will find h square is equal to p square plus b square. What is h? H is not given. P and B are both given because this is 90. Okay, so P is 5, B is also 5. So H square becomes 25 plus 25. So hypotenuse is equal to 50. H square is equal to 25 plus 25. So hypotenuse is equal to 50. Therefore hypotenuse becomes under root of 50. Got it? You can see how it is. 5 square, 25, 25, 50. And therefore h is equal to under root of 50. Now in question 4, it is saying, what will be area of a square made on the diagonal? You have to make a square which is on this diagonal. So make a square on this diagonal. So you have to make a square here. So what will be area of this square? So this square you have to find. See. This was the square given to you. The shaded triangle was given to you. You have found its diagonal. The diagonal is coming under root of 50. It means if this is under root 50, h is under root of 50, then what is this side? This is all under root of 50 because the sides of square are equal. So this is under root of 50. This is under root of 50. So all the sides are equal. So this square is made on the diagonal. This was the first square whose area was given to you. From the area we have found the side. From the side we are finding the hypotenuse. Pythagoras theorem. So how it came, you can see the video again. H comes for the small square. This hypotenuse is the side of second one. The hypotenuse which we have found under root 50 is the side of the second square which is given. Therefore, what is the area of this square? So now area of second square, we will use area of the square is equal to side square. So area of the square is side square. What is the side of the second square? It is root 50. I have found this. So if I will write under root of 50 here, I have to do it square. What will it become? Under root 50 into under root 50 is how much? Under root 50 into under root 50 is just like under root 18 into under root 18 is 18. So what is under root 50 into under root 50? It is under root 50 into under root 50. Answer is 50. Yes, 50 centimeter square. Got it? So now you have understood question 1 to 4. Now the questions which are given in the book, they appear to be complicated, but they are not. You have to understand how the question is there, because there is only relation of Pythagoras theorem. You have to only use Pythagoras theorem and apply it. Now let's see question number 5. If you double the area of a square, so there is a square and it says double its area. Question number 5. If you double the side of a square, by how many times the area increases? So if suppose there is a square whose side is x, suppose its side is x, therefore what will be its area? Area of square will be side square. So what is the area of this square whose side is x? X square. Okay, now the question says, fifth question, if you double the side of a square, now do double of this. Double of this means now there is a square whose side is double of this. Double means 2x and 2x. This is the side given, this becomes double. It says the side is doubled, or 2x. If you double the side of a square, what will be area of this square? Yes. So what will be area of this square? So I am writing it area of second square. What is the area of this new square? Earlier it is x square. We have done it. What is the area of this square now? It will be again side square. So what will it become? 2x squared. Area of the new square will be 2x square. Just like this one. So now 2x square is how much? 4x square. So earlier the area is x square. Now the area is 4x square. Now the question says, if you double the side of a square, how many times does the area increase? This has increased how many times? So new area increases by how much? From x square, it has become 4x square. So how many times it has increased? 4 times. X square has become 4x square, so it has 4 times. Got it? The question says only find how many times does the area increase, and that's all. So we have done. Now if you see in this question, we have not used Pythagoras theorem. We are only using area. But why is this given? Because it is something to do with square. Okay, so now the question which I want to give you is, suppose this square you know and this square is there. if we find its diagonal, what will be the diagonal? Tell. What will be this diagonal? H square is equal to p square plus b square, x square plus x square. The diagonal will become, using the same method, so 2x square you will do under root. Yes, 2 into x square, which will become 2 square root. Okay, it will become just like we did just now. Square of 5 is a number, square of 5 is 25, plus 25 is 50, and then you have to do under root. Yes, so it will become under root of 50. So here it will become under root of x square plus x square will become 2x square. 2x square under root you will do. Yes. So what will be a diagonal of this square? How will you find diagonal? You don't have to find, but what will be the diagonal? So it will be using, in this I will use Pythagoras theorem. So it will be h square is equal to p square plus b square. So h is the hypotenuse, p is x, so it will be x square plus x square, which will become 2x square. What is the hypotenuse now? H square is equal to, it will be, you will do under root, just like this for this one. Now what will be diagonal of this? Again you will make diagonal. What will be the answer? Square of this, square of this. This will become 2x square, 2x square, 4x square plus 4x square will become 8x square. And what will be the square root of this? Hypotenuse of the new square will be under root of 8x square. So this is how the Pythagoras theorem is related, but they have not asked you this. They only have asked you this part. So only have to write 4 times. So you can see the explanation by playing it again. How many times do you need to apply the Pythagoras? Question number 6. Question number 6. How many times? Children, you are joining. You can see the explanation later on also. It will be recorded. Question number 6. All of you see. How many times do you need to apply the Pythagoras theorem so that, read the question. If you are having a book with you, see the question. How many times you will apply Pythagoras theorem to get a square with 8 times the area of the original square? 8 times. So how many times you will apply the theorem? Now how will you do it? So suppose there is a square whose side is given. How many times will you apply the Pythagoras theorem? That is the question. To get a square with 8 times the area of the original square. So if there is a square, this is question number 6, whose side is again x. What is the area of this? It is x square. Why it is x square? I think you should know now. Area of square is side square. Area of the square is side square. So x square plus x square will be the area of the square. The question says, how many times you have to apply Pythagoras theorem to make a square whose with 8 times. So you have to make another square. What is the area of this square? Its area is x square. Okay, so area, this is first figure, this is second figure. So area of the first square is x square. Got it? Now what will be area of another square whose how many times you have to apply to make a square with 8 times? So what will be the area of this square if it is 8 times? Area of second is 8. It is saying 8 times. Okay, so there are two squares and the question says you have to apply Pythagoras theorem here and you have to get this answer. The area of the first square is x square. It should become 8x square. So question is saying you have to apply Pythagoras theorem here. How many times you will apply Pythagoras theorem so that the side gives you 8x square? So I have just found area of the first square is side square, which is x square. Area of the first square. And area of the second square should be 8x square. Now how will you get this area? By using Pythagoras theorem. That is the question. How many times you have to apply the Pythagoras theorem so that you get the area? Yes, what will you do? How many times? How will you tell? So if you have to only write and get the answer 8 times. So if I apply Pythagoras theorem here, it will become a right angle triangle. And I want to find this side. So first its diagonal will be x square plus x square. I want to find h. So it will be h square is equal to p square plus b square. P is x, b is also x. So it will be x square plus x square. Okay. So hypotenuse square is equal to 2x square. Now the question says if h is equal to 2x square, you have to get a square whose area is 8 times. So how many times you have to apply this formula to get 8? So 2x square should become 8x square. How many times you will do? So 2 into 2 into 2 will give me 8. It is already x square. So 2 into 2 into 2 will give me 8. How many times I have multiplied 2? 3 times. Yes, I have to multiply. I am using Pythagoras theorem. So when I apply Pythagoras theorem here, I get 2x square, the hypotenuse. Now this 2x square should become 8x square. How will it become? If I multiply 2 into 2 into 2 3 times. That means I have to apply Pythagoras theorem. So my answer will be apply Pythagoras theorem 3 times. Have you understood how it is 3 times? So first we have taken the square whose side is x. You can see a video explanation again, play it again later on. When you are revising, now this recording will help you. You can come to this video and play it again. And soon I will give you an app where your all the topics will be together. So then it will become easier. So the area of the square becomes 8 and 8 will come when I multiply 2 with 2 with 2 3 times. So answer is 3 times. Now same question is 7th one. A farmer has a square plot whose area is 100. So there is a farmer whose has a square plot. So there is a farmer whose has a plot whose area is 100 meter square. So area of plot is 100 meter square. So this plot. So can you find its side? Find the side. So I will use area of plot. This is a square is equal to, yes, I will use side. It is a side. Area of plot is equal to side square, which is a square plot. So what is the area of square? We have been using area of the square is equal to side square. So here also I will use area of the plot. The plot is in the form of a square, so area of the square plot is side square. The side is not given, but area is given. You have to find side. Area of the plot is given 100 and side is not given. Area of the plot is equal to side square. Side is not given, but area is given 100. What will be the side? Side is equal to same thing. We have been doing it. Square when will come? It will become under root of 100. Therefore, side will be how much? 10 meters. Okay, because 100 is a perfect square, so I know square root of 100 is 10. So the question says, a farmer has a plot of land with area 100. He wants to make a new square plot with exactly double the area. So he has a plot whose area is 100. He wants to make another plot whose area is double. So he wants to make another square plot with double area. Double area means what will be the double of this? Area of second plot is equal to double the area. Double the area means 2 into 100. Because area of the first plot is given 100. He wants to have another plot whose area is double. Double means 2 into 100. It will become 200 meter square. Now what do you do in this? It says what will be, he wants to make what should be the side of this plot. Yes, 200. What will be the side of this? Use the same formula. So area of square plot is equal to, yes, under root of 200, correct. So area of the square plot is equal to side square. Therefore, side is equal to under root of 200. This is your answer. Why is this question given? This has nothing to do with Pythagoras theorem. But since you are doing square, actually you should be asked to find the the diagonal, but they have not asked. So you are actually doing area questions, which is a totally different topic. Okay, so that is question number 7. I'll continue. Let's continue to do at least 10 questions. So now question number 8. Starting with a square of side, question number 8. So there is a square of side 2. There is a square whose side is 2. So if it is a square of side 2, Ravi applies Pythagoras theorem 3 times. He is applying Pythagoras theorem 3 times. What is the area of the final square he obtains? He has applied Pythagoras theorem 3 times. 3 times. So what will be the area of the square he obtains if he applies the Pythagoras theorem 3 times? Simple. We have done it just now. It is the reverse of the question now. We have just now done it. You have to do reverse of that. First, what is the area of this square? So let's find area of the first square. Area of the square is side square, and the side is given 2. If the side is 2, what is the area of the square? 2 square. It is 4 centimeter square. So area of square is 4. Got it? Now the question says, if he applies Pythagoras theorem 3 times, how will he apply Pythagoras theorem 3 times? 1 time, again 2 times, and then 3 times. So if I am applying Pythagoras theorem here, then what will it be? This I have found area. Now if I apply Pythagoras theorem 3 times, so 3 times means what will be area of the square when you apply this theorem 3 times? So 3 into whatever is the answer. So what is the area of the square when you apply Pythagoras theorem 3 times? Area is 4, and 3 times means I have to do 3 times this. What will you do? If I apply Pythagoras theorem 3 times, now I have used the area 1 time. Area is 2 square, which is 4. Now if I use Pythagoras theorem 3 times, then what will it become? What is my answer? 4 centimeter square. If I apply Pythagoras theorem 3 times, it will be 4 centimeter square into 3 times. Now I will not do it 4 into 3. I have to use Pythagoras theorem. So if I apply Pythagoras theorem here and multiply it that, so what will be Pythagoras theorem here? The square is like this. Its side is 2 and 2. So if I apply Pythagoras theorem, what will it become? It will become h square. H square is equal to 2 square plus 2 square. It is 4 plus 4. Answer is h square is equal to 8. So therefore h is equal to under root of 8. Now 3 times if I apply, it will become 4. Anyone tell what will happen? I have to apply it 3 times. Means same number I have to multiply 3 times. It will become 32. How it is 32? And why it is 32? If I apply Pythagoras theorem 3 times, the answer becomes 32. Why? Because I am doing it 3 times. Now which question we did that? Question number, it was 5. Yes, it was question number 5. Yes, how it is 32? That is the question. Yes, it was here. 4 centimeter double 3 times. How it came 32? So it is the opposite of this. See, it is opposite of this, which we did 3 times and then that. So you have to just write the answer that it is 32. So when you will do the Pythagoras theorem, if you will apply, the area will become, so 3 times Pythagoras theorem gives 32. Area will become 32. Okay. So you don't have to solve in this. You have to write the answer by assuming it. So question number 9 is a square tile has a length of 10. Now 9 and 10 are totally mensuration questions. But let's see question number 9. A square tile. There is, so this you should try. I am just telling you question number 9. There is a square tile. A square tile has side 10. 10 means all the sides are 10. If you construct a square on the diagonal, again you have to make a diagonal and you have to make a square. We have done this question. Yes, we did this question just now. We did this question of diagonal. So this, you will first find the diagonal. Now what is the diagonal of this? This is the diagonal. Now this diagonal which you will find will also become side. This will become side of the second square. So first find the Pythagoras theorem you will learn. So using Pythagoras theorem, so 10 square, I am directly writing, okay, diagonal d square, this is h square. Pythagoras theorem is h square is equal to p square plus b square. Now h is diagonal, so I have written d. P is 10, b is 10, so I have written 10 square plus 10 square. So what is the diagonal square coming? 100 plus 100. D comes 200. So what is the diagonal? Under root of 200. Got it? D square is equal to 100. 100 plus 100 is 200, and square when you will remove it will become under root. Now question says a square has a side of 10. If you construct a square on the diagonal, what is the area of this square now? So yes, under root of 200. Now I have to find what is the area of this square. The square which is made on this side, I have to find what is the area of the shaded square. So diagonal just now I have found is 200. So area of square on the diagonal. Area of the square on the diagonal, this diagonal. So what is the area? It will be side square. Now the side is not given, but the diagonal we have found is 200. So the square is like this now. It is tilted square. Its diagonal I have found is 200. So what is the side? Side is 200. Got it? See, using this 10 and this 10, I have found the diagonal under root of 200. You can see how it came. Now this diagonal becomes side of the square. Yes, 200. So since this is 200, all the sides will be 200 because it is a square. So what is the area of this square? Area of the square is side square. What is the side? Under root of 200. So I will do under root of 200. What is the answer? Under root of 200. The square root of 200 is under root of 200 into under root of 200. Answer is 200 centimeter square. Understood how it came to 100? Yes, 200. Now the B part. How many? This was the tile. This tile has got this diagonal. From this diagonal we got a big square. You have to tell Now the question says that you have to find how many tiles will fit inside this. So the figure I am showing you here again. There is a small square whose side is 10. From this 10 and this 10 we found the diagonal. Diagonal came 100 plus 100 under root of 200. Now this diagonal has got a square. So you have to say that this square tile, how many tiles can fit inside this square? So how many original tiles would fit inside the new square? So what is the area of one tile? Area of one tile is side square, because it is a square, so it is 100 centimeter square. Now you have to fit this tile inside the big square. So what is the area of square on diagonal? Area of the square on the diagonal. So what is the area of this square? You are late today? Yes, children study till 12 o'clock all night. So I have found a time for you. So area of the square on the diagonal is 200, and now I am finding area of this square. So what is the area of this square? This let's find. We have found that is also side square, which is under root of 200 square. So under root of 200 square is, we have found under root of 200 into under root of 200, it is 200 centimeter square. Now we have got two areas, area of the tile and the area of the big square. How many tiles can fit inside this square? How many tiles will fit inside? You will divide. What is the area? Yes, so how many tiles will fit? That is, so you will find number of tiles. For that you will divide this area by this area. So 200 upon 100. 2. Answer is 2 tiles. So this is a bigger one, this is a smaller one. So how many will fit? So 200 divided by 100. Answer is 2. So 2 tiles will fit inside. Got it? So you can see this explanation again. It is 11. I'll take 5 more minutes. Let's do one more. So tomorrow I will see, when I get time, I will record the remaining questions for you. So when you see the link in the group, it will be a live. You can join that time or you can see it later on. So now question number 10. Okay. So question number 10 is, Priya has a square piece of cloth whose area is 50. She has a square piece of cloth. Again, see the square. Okay. So area of cloth is 50 centimeters. You are understanding, I think. Parents must be saying, why are you studying late? Priya has a square cloth whose area is 50 centimeters square. She has cloth of area 50. So if the area is 50, can you find the side? Area of cloth, which is in the form of square, is equal to side square. So since side is not given, I will put area of the square is 50 and the side I don't know. So what will come the side? Under root of 50? Yes. Side is under root of 50. This is the first part. Now she wants to make a square tablecloth whose area is 200. She wants to make a tablecloth. So this is area. She has a cloth whose area is 50. She wants to make a square tablecloth with area tablecloth. So tablecloth area is 200 centimeter square. There is another cloth. So first it is, she has area of a cloth is 50. I have found the side. It is under root 50. Now she wants to make a tablecloth whose area is 200. How many times she should do? How many times should she apply the Pythagoras theorem doubling method to get this? How many times she should apply this to get the answer 200? And how? She wants to make a square tablecloth whose area is 200. How many times should she apply the doubling method? She wants to make this using this cloth. So how many times she should apply Pythagoras theorem so that the answer becomes 200? Simple. So she has to do its double. If she will do double of this, if she doubles double of 50, it will become 100, isn't it? And she has to do 100. So this side, which is 50, no, the side is under root 50. And this is under root 50. So this under root 50 and this under root 50, she wants to make 200, doubling method. 4 times or 2 times? And why? Check. Is it 4 times or 2 times and why? Tell. Is it 4 times, 2 times and why? The question says she has to double it. Doubling it 2 times. Yes, she has 200. She has to make it 200. So if she will do 100 into 2, she will get double. So therefore 2 times. She has to apply 2 times. When she will do under root 50, which is 50, 2 times. Okay. So 2 times means under root 50 square multiplied by 2 will become 100. Now how it is 100? 2 into 50 is 100 and 100 double of this. So how it is coming 200? Now who can type how it will come 2 times? Can you type how it is coming 200? How it is coming 2 times? She wants to convert a square of side 50 under root 50 into a square of side 200. So under root 50 into under root 50 will become 50, and then under root 50 into under root 50 will become 50. So how will it become 2 times? Are you typing? So I want this part to all of you to think and then try other questions. So tomorrow again I will try to connect. We will do the remaining part. I will share the link. Then we will do every day. I will do explanation if we get time or not. Otherwise, we'll do it at night only. Explanation will be for you from the remaining part. Okay, so you can revise it. And now, good night. Okay, so you revise what I have done, and tomorrow we will meet again then. Good night.